Hi, everybody! Woo! Welcome to Stupid for Dexter!
Yay!
Ooh, ooh. I am Kat, and this is the lovely Miss Mandy Schneider.
Hello.
And we are here in our kill room.
And of course, over there we have producer Mike.
Hi.
Woo!
I'm checking. I got headphones
Here,
on right
check,
now. I'm
check.
listening to sound. I'm checking sound.
Check, 1,
Look at how
2.
bad. It looks like looks like I'm those horrible like tech guys who you see like doing their podcasts and like I've got the big headphones on and you know we're better than that. Put them off. You might sound bad now. I don't know.
Oh, well.
I don't want to look bad.
Well, folks, this is a very exciting episode because we have the lovely lady who played Aaron the Dead Angel. Jamie Silberhartz is going to be on. Silberhartz is going to be on the show, so we're very excited about
Special
that.
guest.
And we've gone over 500 hits on Facebook.
Wow.
Yes!
Yay!
I dared Facebook. I think we were at like 248 maybe at the time. Maybe 148. And I said if we don't hit 500, I cancel the show.
That's right.
And it didn't take that long.
No.
Wasn't that bad?
And guess what? Because I had my headphones on, my mic wasn't on.
Oh.
But you heard me. They heard me like in the distance.
Yeah, totally.
All right,
That's why
that's
I need
okay.
the stupid little Britney Spears mic. See?
Oh,
Yeah.
you need the Madonna mic. That's
all
okay.
But anyway, we are at
No,
5.
Start. See,
Oh.
now Elaine's telling us to start over, but you know what? It was fine. Keep going. You can hear me. You can hear me in the background. You guys are fine.
Oh, that was a
It's all
really
good.
great show. When we
Somebody
first
on
did
YouTube
it.
will complain.
Let's
F
start
'em.
over.
F them. I say
over.
F them. Keep
Let's-
going. No, it's live.
No?
This is live. This is
Okay.
exciting. Go ahead.
Okay, that's the magic.
All right. Well, then.
The magic of the show. Anyway, we're at 506. Our goal is to get to 1,000.
Yes!
Yeah. So I said 500 we cancel the show. Now I'm saying 1,000 we cancel the show. How about that?
By
See
next
where it's
week?
going.
All
See where
right.
it's going.
We're so
Right.
mean and manipulative.
That's right. That's right.
Anywho, how'd you like the episode?
I felt like we got some momentum. We
The
got,
Angel of Death.
Angel of Death. Oh, yes. There's
That's what it's called.
a lot of good stuff that came out of it, and it looks like they're getting closer on the trail to Travis and Gellar.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I'm gonna say, what'd you think?
I want more momentum.
Yeah.
I want more action. I'm honest here, and I'm feeling a little plateau-ish right now, and I'm upset. I'm upset because one of the killer moments happened. I'm a little upset. My boyfriend got shot,
He's not dead though.
but he got shot.
I know he got shot.
So-
We're very sad about
So
that.
just to make this clear, you know, killer moment is when Kat and I talk about the important points that move the story along.
highlights.
And I guess I should first say that is our first segment,
Indeed.
killer
Killer
moments.
moment.
Oh, there you go.
Woo! So killer moments.
Yeah, I just jumped right in there because I'm mad.
You should talk about it.
I'm mad.
Grr.
Okay, so I'm kind of mixing a bunch of things right now. On Facebook, we have these plots, right? And you're supposed to vote. What is
Right.
your favorite plot? And mine, right away, I was like, Brother Sam, check.
Oh, yes.
Brother Sam. And my first killer moment is that Brother Sam gets shot.
I know. I know. Well, you know what? I felt like something bad was going to happen when he was talking about how the his mechanic garage had been shot up.
Oh, that's
I was
true.
very nervous. I was very nervous about that.
So you had a little, you knew.
Well, I just got scared because I love him too.
Why didn't you warn me?
Well, I don't want to be that guy who's like, hey, guess what?
Just kidding.
You know. But no, it was horrible. I completely
is.
agree.
It is, and you know, I always say our killer moments is what moves the story along and why it's important and blah blah. Why do you think he was shot? What's the deal?
I have a feeling. Well, first of all, a couple things I noticed. Number one, the dog, Brother Sam's dog, and the dog who's in the garage who we've seen, didn't act like the person who shot Sam was an intruder. The dog knew or was comfortable with whoever shot Sam.
Oh.
Just saying.
That's
and I know
right.
that they had talked about Nick, who was one of the guys in the shop who had been taken under the wing, and how Nick's posse was harassing the shop. I don't know if it was Nick or maybe it was somebody else completely.
Right.
But another thing, I think that it's going to lead to a moral dilemma for Dexter, because if Sam really is the righteous person that he says he is, he would never want revenge to be taken for him. And given that Dexter has let him in a bit, as we saw in this episode, I mean, he was like, yeah, so my mother was murdered, men, blood, blood, blood. That could be a moral dilemma, because what's Dexter going to want to do? He's going to want to chase down and put him on the table. Sure. But just saying.
Interesting.
I don't know. It was very sad, though, because that's a great character.
Yeah. Yeah. And yet...
Not dead.
No, he's not dead.
Yes,
he's not
what
dead.
If he dies?
No.
Well,
I don't want to talk
or
about
will
it.
Dexter-
Elaine, stop
will-
that.
Shut up,
will
Elaine.
Dexter find faith and pray for him.
No, he'll want to kill people.
Oh, no.
No, he'll want to kill people.
You know, so what's another killer moment?
Wow. You've checked out of the show. Producers, what can you do to help Mandy restore her faith? So you're like Dexter. You're not sure if you have faith or not. We'll get to this. We'll get to this with our religious expert. Maybe he can help you.
I don't know, man.
Oh, that's hilarious. Can I just Zonkos, who I believe is in New Zealand.
Oh, hi.
New Zealand in the house. What is it, 5 p.m. in New Zealand right now?
Wow, thank you.
I thought the dog was going to start eating Brother Sam after the comment Anderson said about eating the cat eating the old man in Chicago.
Nom, 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 nom.
That could have been a theme.
Wow.
Maybe that's some of his injuries was
No,
getting
but you
nommed on.
see, don't plug your ears. Cats are evil and dogs are good.
Oh,
So cats.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
all animals are good,
You're right. You're right.
except for people.
Right.
Are you done?
I
Your reps are over.
I knew that'd get a rise out of you.
That's fine. I love
Okay,
you.
so what's another killer moment?
Oh, I thought when Batista had to go pick up Quinn at his boutique hall, and he was digging through all the info. So this Carissa Porter, this assistant to Gellar, had this whole box of information, including, a whole notebook full of the illustrations. Shady! And the way she was talking about him. Little cult leader.
I can't believe they had a thing.
I know, me either. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
Well, and we'll
Well.
talk with this with a religious expert, but it seems like everybody had a thing with him, all his students. And now
Yeah.
you're getting into the typical cult leader, Dave Koresh, and all those kind that always had many, many wives.
But they were sexy.
Edward James Olmos.
Who was sexy?
Well,
Did you say
no,
David Koresh was sexy?
No, he wasn't sexy. But more like you were said though, like somebody
I
who's
wish there was a little more sensuality in that character.
right.
Well, I want to save that a little bit because I'm thinking
sorry.
even as a cult leader, I'm not going with it. But I definitely want to save this for when we bring the religious expert in.
Okay,
Fair.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But the
Fair
fact that she had that whole box of goodies, like
Yeah.
Gellar goodies, it's like, oh hey,
And it was right there.
I know.
In the middle of the freaking apartment.
That's Ed Gellar.
Gellar. Come on.
what?
I've
Yeah.
really
It's kinda-
gotten jaded, haven't
No,
I?
it's almost like a Julia Roberts movie where it's like they do the setup of like, oh well, this guy was my friend, and if you remember, I went to high school with him and I used to talk about him all the time. Backstory. It's like it's getting into a little bit weird, bad movie, backstory, romantic comedy sort of poorly written stuff that too many hands at Paramount were in, and it landed up.
Yeah.
Explain it to the stupid people, which aren't Dexter's viewers,
Yeah.
So I will agree with you with Gellar on the box.
Strange. But anywho.
Mary Me Dexter. Oh, that's a nice name. Says, yeah, the box was a little fifth season.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
We're gonna use that from now on. Thank you.
That's fifth season.
That's so fifth season.
And I like
Fifth
Dead
season.
Pixel Live. Come on, who hasn't fantasized about rubbing their hands over the sexy moon-cratered sandpaper face of Edward James Olmos? Wow, the chat room is the chat room's turning almost cat-like.
Hey!
Where she's like, rah, 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 rah,
I'm sorry, did you say cat-like?
K-A-T.
Oh.
Like,
I hate everything. Rah rah rah. Lumen can go to hell. Rah rah rah.
Okay,
All
Edward
right,
James
sorry.
Olmos, I love. I think he's freaking fantastic, okay? It's just a little, and it's going to go to kind of the Facebook poll. It's right underneath the Brother Sam thing. I
It's
know
close.
it has a lot of votes, but I just feel like it needs more oomph.
He's lacking in the Tom Jones.
The pairing, the partnership of Gellar and Travis, it just needs a little more of a boost. Just a little oomph.
It's not unusual to plan the apocalypse.
So third killer moment. Loved when Dexter was strangling Travis.
Oh, that was lovely.
But then let him go. Let him go.
Flip the table.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. This is what I don't understand, and maybe someone in the chat room or someone
Nobody
can help
can understand this.
Now, when he let him go, Travis said, the reason he let him go is Travis said, oh, he wasn't, but I'm not able to kill anybody. That's Professor Gellar.
I'm going to totally believe this guy.
So, does that mean Professor Gellar's real? Or is he a part of his imagination? Are we still going with the part? He's a part of the imagination, and he's saying that other part of me is evil. It does the killing. Me, the one you have now that you've just strangled, is all angelic and innocent.
Well, Johnny Acid in the chat room feels that Travis killed Gellar and has now absorbed his
Is he dancing around in his skin?
Sexy! I agree.
I found evidence in this episode that he was real.
Yes, Kat.
Thank you. Thank you, Mandy. When they were looking for the Whore of Babylon, a.k.a. Princess Leia in her slave bikini, and they were out at the cafe having coffee at the nightclub, they looked so out of place. They both had coffee cups. And if Gellar was not real, it would look like Ghost Dad. And nobody was looking at it weirdly. Done. Proof he's real is Ghost Dad.
A cup in space.
Yes, like, see? Professor Mike? Or Producer Mike about the professor.
I love
see?
it. I love that you talk about Ghost Dad.
That's what I thought of, though. I was looking for someone to look at them funny while they were both drinking.
Like, look at that cup.
Why is the cup floating? And nobody did. They were all...
This must be the Halloween episode. Sorry. We've gone off the handle.
Sorry.
It's bad.
But that's the little bit of evidence I found.
So what
Just
were
say.
your killer moments were? Number one, what was the first one?
Bro Sam is shot.
Bro Sam shot. Killer moment number one. Killer moment number two.
Porter has a box of goodies about Gellar?
So maybe, okay, so she had some kind of ties to Gellar. Number three.
String-lived Travis, and then he lets him go.
All right. So
and
those
Ghost
are your
Dad.
3 killer moments?
3 killer moments.
I'm going to add an extra one. I don't think it's a killer moment, but I really am liking Batista and Quinn together.
Me too!
They are cute. They are so cute.
Ever since they
toked up. Guys.
Token up in the hot
even if you watch when they were first in the bar and he was hitting on the professor lady, if you saw Batista in the back, he was I think he was playing quarters. It looked like he was at a table, and he was definitely running the table, and there were all these little co-eds around him. Just in the back, it was kind of fun.
I like that. No, I really enjoy them, and it's brought my interest back into Quinn.
Jeff 9650 always says like Crockett and Tubbs.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Good for you. There's your 3 or 4 killer
moments. Da, da, da. Oh, we're doing it again.
Well, sure, you got to button it.
Oh,
look, we got these graphics that Corey made. Let's use them.
We should. They are beautiful.
Well, let's use another one right now.
Ready?
Are we ready? We have another segment. We're going to bring in our religious expert, David Sanders, for
Sunday Schooled. I stole your pen. I'm sorry.
It's the right one. Run it one more time.
What am I?
Talk over it. I'm sorry.
Are you there? Sunday Schooled?
Sure. There we are.
Sunday Schooled. So every week we have a religious expert, Mr. David Sanders, who talks to us about both Dexter and religion. So
I have a very important question. Where did the beard go?
Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I said, where'd the beard go?
The mustache. You know, my students thought it was a beard. It was a mustache.
Oh, you just had a mustache? You didn't have like a goatee?
I even got a haircut for tonight too.
Oh.
It looks lovely.
Okay, nice. All right, David. So, what'd you think of the episode?
I thought it was pretty telling. I was kind of shocked when Dexter found the numbers and it was out of the piece of the Bible, the page, and I went, oh, here I'm trying to figure out, what's the symbolism of it, and he's cutting out little page numbers that are out of the old Bible that he has there. I think there's a lot of symbolism tonight, a lot of different things that we saw, and continuing in Revelation. You heard the new detective from Chicago say Revelations 8 through 10, well, they're moving on to the next chapters, things that are starting to show up. So it's not just Revelations 8 through 10.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So he's cutting out the pages of the Bible. Don't different Bibles have different page numbers?
Exactly. But that's why I was kind of wondering. I said, what the numbers represented, and then when I said, well, then, the numbers are just, throwing us off. But then we came up with the number 1260, and everybody's questioning that. So
yeah, what you got a meaning of that?
Well, 1260. See, because this moves on to chapter 11, talks about 2 witnesses are supposed to come and spread the word of God about the Messiah coming, and they have 1,260 days on earth doing this, and at the end of that time they're going to be executed by the Antichrist. The belief for the most part is that it's going to be Enoch of the Old Testament and Elijah, because both of them in the Old Testament, they didn't die. They were both assumed up into heaven by God. And so it's believed by Christians that that's supposed to be Enoch and Elijah returning to earth for those 1,260 days.
Huh. Oh, wow.
Okay, now, but you remember when the detective said, he quoted a passage in Scripture, you must go back and report your message to many people and nations and kings. Well, that's the last verse of Revelations 10. And that's talking about going and prophesying. So I'm thinking, well, if Enoch and Elijah are the 2 that are supposed to witness, then it must be, in their minds, Gellar and Travis.
Right.
They're the ones that are bringing the word.
Well, it's interesting because now I'm putting stuff together that you said all of that. There's a point near the end of the episode when Travis is telling Dexter about Professor Gellar. He says Gellar is like a prophet or is a prophet. So,
That's right. God is talking through him.
Yeah.
Did you see it? But did you see at the beginning when they're praying and Travis looks at him and he's sweating blood?
Yes.
Sweating blood. Well, right before Jesus was arrested, he's in the Garden of Gethsemane praying, and he is praying with such intensity that he begins to sweat blood. So is this Travis seeing the Christ-like, Messiah-like thing in Gellar? And then I heard Mandy say she thought maybe Travis killed Gellar, and was it? Now I go, well, gee, if that's true, was that where he hit him and that was blood? But it took on more of a biblical aspect when he showed it. Looked like he was sweating blood when he was praying.
Right.
Right. Oh, that's fascinating.
So, getting into the whole cult figure, I guess, Professor. What do you see in that? What is a normal? You want to talk a little about that of his influence now, especially we have another student of his who seems like almost seems like we talked about it a little earlier. It almost seems like there's some kind of cult following going along with this professor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you just look at I don't know about you guys when you guys went to college, but when I went to college, we heard about professors with their teachers' assistants, their TAs, and being involved intimately all the time. And I didn't see anything about this. I saw it more of one of those type of relationships. But what I saw in that, when it shows more about Gellar, how Gellar starts to turn against women, and I don't know if you remember, we spoke about St. Augustine last week or the week before that. St. Augustine was a womanizer before he became a Christian, and all of his writings were against sex and how bad sex is, and so Gellar's doing the exact same thing. I mean, he's coming down on women, how evil women are. The whore of Babylon. Okay, they've got to find a whore of Babylon. And when he's talking to Travis, he talks about how they dress, talk about the devil making them dress. Well, if you look at the whore of Babylon in, I believe it's chapter 17, and it says that she was dressed in all types of, a woman sitting on a scarlet beast. She was arrayed in purple and scarlet, bedecked with gold and jewels and pearls, and all the abominations and impurities and fornication and everything. I mean, that's everything Gellar's talking about. So now he was sexually involved with these women. Now all of a sudden he's taking that exact opposite. Oh, they're all whores. Well, they're the ones. Is that what he's saying, that they're the ones that forced him into this?
It sounded like, because he said, well, we are made to look at women, and it sounded like you just said. He was kind of blaming the ladies and the devil's influence on the ladies.
And yet he always slept with brunettes that were lighter skinned.
Right. And traditionally in Western Christianity, who gets blamed for the fall and getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden?
Eve. Women.
Can I just make one point here?
Bitches be tripping.
Can I make a point here? I was a TA in college and never got a single student.
Well, are you a cute brunette girl?
No, I'm looking for cute brunette
Gellar
girls
doesn't
at the
like
time,
you.
and I'm very upset. No, I'm not saying, Professor, I had
Poor
the authority.
Mike.
Yeah, I just want to.
You didn't pray hard enough.
Yeah.
Were you sweating blood while you were praying?
I did have basketball players though who I flunked.
Okay, there you go. Hey, awesome.
Yeah, I had professional basketball players who I gave bad grades to, and I got in trouble for that. They didn't show up to class. Garrett Coleman. Just saying.
I have a question, and I feel like this is maybe really obvious for everybody. Maybe I'm missing something in the show. But the Whore of Babylon, okay, and they're having these killings, right, in this sequence. Is it similar to, like, the 7 deadly sins? Like, what is the sequence? I still don't really know.
Well, the Whore of Babylon is basically, it's been interpreted as being somebody who is in association with and willing to sell themselves for the Antichrist. Protestants have always pointed to the Pope after the split between the Protestants and the Roman Catholics. You'll see Protestants say, "Oh, the Pope is the Whore of Babylon because all the evil things like Christianity came from there," and so that's been the traditional, I should say, hyper-Protestant view. Mm-hmm. Okay, but there's others that have said that it's basically false governments. Society that's given in to everything that would be Sodom and Gomorrah, and so it says that it's a mystery, but it colludes, it works together with the beast, the Antichrist.
It's just it's confusing to me in this show, in the respect of this show, because I feel like when they show Miami, it's like sex and drinking and all this stuff, and everyone's doing it. How do they pick these specific people? How do they pick their victims?
Have you ever been to South Beach?
No.
Okay, I lived there for 17 years, and I'll tell you, it is. I mean, that place is nonstop. And people say, "Well, let's go out tonight." They don't go out till midnight, and they don't go home till 7 a.m. But if you see the streets and the things that take place along Ocean Drive and the clubs and the different types of things that are available there, it's pretty hedonistic.
So they just pick one. They see the magenta shoes, and they're like, let's put her in the trunk.
She had amazing shoes. Just saying.
Okay.
Well, I just think that was just luck of the draw.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right.
Or unluck of the draw.
Unluck of the draw. Anything in the chat room? Any questions, or not really?
I don't know. I can't follow this chat room. There's too many people.
Is it too late at night for people?
No, it's a full chat room.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Oh, David, I did think it was interesting that Carissa Porter, the assistant to Gellar, was talking about the paper that the student plagiarized, and it was C.S. Lewis, who I know was he was Christian. I don't know what sect of Christianity he was, but she mentioned that. Was there any other allusions to C.S. Lewis's work or Chronicles of Narnia?
Yeah. Well, actually, when she talked about C.S. Lewis, I don't think I didn't hear her cite any works. She just cited his name. And, of course, Quinn, who's, I don't think, that erudite, just basically like, huh? And just, well, C.S. Lewis, and he just kind of like went along. But C.S. Lewis was a professor at Oxford who was originally an atheist, and then through some friends and J.R.R. Tolkien became a Christian. And he wrote a lot of books regarding Christianity. He wrote Mere Christianity. He wrote Screwtape Letters, famous for Chronicles of Narnia, okay? Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. and all of that, which is basically the gospel story, not the total gospel story, but trying to present Christianity in a children's tale.
Okay.
So, but
Excellent.
the guy didn't know it. He didn't even go see Lion Witch in the Wardrobe at the theater.
Oh, come on, Quinn.
We have a question from the chat room. Combat 30 asks, isn't he defacing the Bible by cutting it up?
Oh,
That's sacrilegious.
You know, there's different views. I mean, I wouldn't cut up a Bible. Usually, it's when you get rid of a Bible, you burn it. You know, or in Hebrew tradition, you would either burn it or you would bury it.
Oh.
Okay. As a matter of fact,
Or you kiss it if you drop it. No,
right,
seriously.
yeah,
Right?
definitely. But you don't even in Judaism. You don't even like Christians will highlight in their books. You know, and things like. Judaism, you don't do that.
Oh.
I mean, there may be some that do now, but a Jewish friend of mine once saw that I highlighted my Bible. He goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Oh, I'm highlighting in my Bible." He goes, "Oh, I didn't know you did that." You know, so it wasn't that he was offended, just that he just couldn't believe it. You know,
Now-
and Dexter's not really a believer, so, but he even said beforehand, "Well, I don't know if I'm defacing the Bible or not." And he starts, you know, but he has some reservation about it. So he has some sort of what sense does he have there?
Now, if you can't highlight a Bible, but if you have it on a Kindle, can you use the highlight function? It's a whole new world, people. It's
It is a
whole
new world.
I need
Can
to
you
know
type
these
bold
things.
letters?
well, David, thank you so much once again for joining us this week. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll see you
Can I
next
say
week.
just one last thing?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Brother Sam got shot at the end. That was one of the things I wanted to bring out. He
Yeah.
had said, I believe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, that when Dexter was talking to him, that he had to pay for what he had done.
Oh.
Oh.
And that reminds me of the story of St. Moses the Black of Ethiopia in the 4th century, who was a robber and a thief and a murderer, became a monk, and all his life he would tell people, there's one day where I'll have to pay for what I've done. And right before he died, a martyr's death, he said those who live by the sword die by the sword, and he was killed by robbers and murderers. And but he wanted to as a martyr's death, and I think Brother Sam is displaying that same type of Christianity or Christian love, that he's willing to go because he realizes that what he did must not go unpunished. That's what his feeling is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going back to
yeah.
what you're saying, he won't want to punish the shooter.
Of course not.
Yeah.
No, because
Makes
it
sense.
goes around, it comes around, and
Yeah.
wow.
Well, thank you for that, David. That's
yeah.
You.
my bro Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
David.
It's our religious Dexpert. I love saying
Yes.
Dexpert.
Dexpert.
Thank you.
Wow. Should we just dive right into Dexter in the news? Can we do that?
news.
Can we just go right into the next segment?
Yeah, we're gonna-
Are we ready for
Boom, boom.
Dexter, in the news?
Oh, look, it's the wrong one again.
Worldwide Dexter?
It's the Worldwide Dexter. That's the right one. Yes.
Dexter in the
Yeah,
news.
Worldwide Dexter.
Worldwide Dexter.
Okay.
Worldwide
anyway,
Dexter, here we
Worldwide
are.
Dexter
We
apparently.
changed it 2 weeks ago, but last week we had the wrong title screen.
Yes.
And it said Dexter
Oh.
in the news.
Well then.
And if we got to go back to episode 2 or 3. I think it was me and Elaine going back and forth. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't really paying attention. Dexter was
Yeah.
out. I'm like, that's horrible. Who said that? And apparently it was.
Oh, I thought it was Worldwide Dexter you didn't like. Anyway,
too
we'll
thrilled with
talk
that
about this later
Yeah,
on
it's
our
not that
own
To
time.
be honest. Worldwide
Okay.
Dexter, meh.
So
All right.
Dexter in the news, tell me something.
So, first of all, we have the cutest little trick-or-treater. Little Dexter trick-or-treater. His name is Eli. His dad had a picture of him up on Twitter. He's adorable. Can we show a picture of Eli in his Dexter costume?
A man after my own heart.
Oh, he is so cute. Look at him.
I love that his parents are getting him into this early.
Honey, let's dress our kid as a serial killer.
Absolutely.
That's how my parents were, and I turned out fine.
Charles, did you?
Can we get this camera? Can we?
Oh, God.
Wow.
Okay.
That literally.
That's good,
Want some
right?
candy? You get the hell out. Just go away.
No, we love him, though.
We
Eli.
do, and we saw Eli on Twitter at Millhouse Medic, and supposedly Eli is a big Dexter fan, so he wanted to dress up like one
That's
of
what I'm
the
talking about.
characters.
What parent is having their kid watch Dexter?
Awesome ones.
That's why I'm
Really?
saying.
Awesome
I
ones.
know. All right. Well, thank you for being a fan. Don't have your kid watch watch Dexter?
That's what I was talking about.
Although I watched the Tin Drum when I was a little kid.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was
Please.
not. And I kept jumping downstairs trying not to grill.
I watched Jason, Creepshow. Come on.
When you were like 8?
I could watch blood and gore, just no boobs.
They're
Right?
evil.
Oh, America.
America. Boobs
America.
are evil.
America.
Fine.
Boobs are fine.
No.
Whatever.
No nudity and sexual fun. Okay.
Ew, sex.
Anyway,
But yes,
we also
Eli
have
was adorable.
Eli
But
is very
also-
cute. Yes. We have an artist that Xiaonan Sun.
That was lovely. Yes.
He is pretty darn cool. Well, let's show some clips.
Yes.
Sweet.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and if you want to see how that ends up and more of his art, go to www.theportraitart.com.
He also has a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/theportraitart. So you should check that out. You have to see the rest. It's very,
Xiaonan
very
Sun.
cool. Yes, Xiaonan Sun.
Fast motion video.
Oh, his
I
stuff
love
is
it.
so cool.
Amazing.
It is
But I want
amazing.
people to go to his site. This is what we want to do.
yeah.
We want you send us stuff. We want to promote you. So if we show it all, nobody's going to go to your YouTube page. So please go to his YouTube page and check out the rest and give him some hits.
Please do. Absolutely. Oh, and also, I was reading the information about it. Supposedly, that is done with blood.
What?
Ew.
Just saying, just a little spooky, a little
You think
creepy.
blood is that
I don't
trick-or-treater
know.
Is it real?
I hope so, because that makes it awesome. But yeah, he's so cool. Anyway,
On to our guest star.
that's right.
Now we're very excited to have Jamie Silberhartz here.
Woo!
She did an amazing job in last week's episode. Well, let's see some pictures.
Yes. Oh, let's see.
Oh, there she is. Hang. You guys can talk about it. No,
It's so.
Okay.
You might remember her as
Right,
the.
the next one.
Oh,
I think this was one of the best kills on Dexter.
Yes.
I agree.
Right?
Yes.
It
There
was
was there another picture?
very
Oh,
dramatic.
I thought there was 3. I remember there was 3, but now there's only 2. Now feel free to introduce her.
And now, Jamie Silberhartz. Yay! Welcome, Jamie.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we have so many Dexter questions for you. But first of all, you at home might recognize Jamie from The Lost Experience. She played Miss Rachel Blake. And she's also done many, 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 many guest stars on television. So I'm sure you recognize her. But Dexter.
Did you have a good time? Was it fun?
Yes, it was awesome. They're probably like the nicest crew of people of all time. They're great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many days did you film for?
How many days? I don't even think it was that long. I think it was only 2 days. And then I went in another day for an angel wing test, but
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
The
Yeah, 'cause
angel
that's
wing
normal
test.
because that's what people have to do.
Angel
Yeah.
wing test?
Yeah.
Make sure they work.
Like,
Make sure they work.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
They've like fitted you and
Well, yeah. I mean, more like the contraption than the actual angel wings. A lot went into that.
It
thing.
looked like a lot went into it.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but so they made sure it was safe.
Was it comfortable?
No,
Oh,
but it wasn't terrible either. I think the discomfort added was helpful.
Sure.
I can imagine.
Sure, especially when they came in and you were,
Yeah,
looking at that wire.
yeah.
Ugh.
Very, very dramatic. That was, I agree with producer Mike over there. That was probably one of my favorite Dexter kills of the entire show.
Yeah.
And it was you.
Thank you.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Proud.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you
No,
were
they're really
wonderful.
good. It's good writing. I mean, that show's just so good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was a good one.
How did you come to be on Dexter?
I just had an audition for it, and I honestly, I'd seen it before, but I wasn't a fan like I am now that I watch it. But I just went in, and then I got the call like the next day, and I really didn't think about it because I just didn't think I would get it. So I forgot, and then I got it, and I was really happy.
Isn't that's like, that's what happens, right?
Such is
You
life.
don't
What
think
should
about it,
happen.
and then, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You go on to do your normal thing, and boom, you get the call.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's so cool, though.
That's awesome.
Fun.
I know we have tons of Facebook questions.
Yes,
do we
we
want to go
do.
to that first, or do we want to ask our
you
questions?
guys can ask your questions and we'll go
Okay.
on Facebook.
Okay. I have to ask
We gotta
because I'm very close with my parents, Howie and Iris.
Okay.
And if I had a sex scene, I would, they're going to watch the episode. What did your family think of it?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm
Is that
blushing.
too?
No. I don't think that it ended up really not being much of anything. I think you don't really see much.
No,
so
you don't.
It was better than I thought it would be. I thought maybe more would show. So I actually think it went pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like the kind of thing that my parents rewatch, like certain things, but they probably saw it once.
Right. It was very decent, and
Yeah.
you mainly saw his back.
It was dark.
Yeah, and it was dark.
which was great.
Yeah.
me.
Was it a closed set or?
Not really.
No?
It was pretty close. No, it was pretty close. It was very comfortable. Everyone was super nice, and they have robes waiting for you every second, and Colin Hanks is really sweet. So it was that was the first scene we shot, and I'm thrilled because we got it out of the way. But it was really fun.
Oh, wow.
And then you were comfortable.
yes. Yeah, once that's done,
I
it's
wasn't.
like you could do anything.
Because I was like, oh my God, this Jamie. Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
weird.
but so working with Colin was
Yeah, he's
Wonderful.
I think he's so talented, and I think that this is like a really good part for him because usually he plays the funny, charming guy, which he is in real life, but he's really creepy in this. So
yeah,
I like it.
seriously.
yeah.
What about Michael C. Hall? Did you have a lot of interaction with him?
I had a little bit. He's just, I have to say that they're all great, and he is so sweet, and I think talks to everybody on set and really puts in the time and came up and thanked me, and of course I was like totally tongue-tied, but
Yeah.
he's really nice.
Good.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Good.
Yeah, I think that everyone on that show really loves it, which you don't find on every set, and so it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So, how long were you in the Angel Wings? I mean, was there a lot of?
It was a lot. I mean, actually, it was cool because they were able to hook up. My Angel Wings were sort of being, I don't know how to say it. They were not done by me. They were done by somebody else. So they would lift up my arms for me.
Oh, that's
So they
good.
would pull a string and it would lift, which would help.
so
Because
cool.
I had to keep them back for when they walk in. So I was up there for a really, really long time. But I kind of felt like I was like a bird. I literally was just hanging up there watching everybody. So
Yeah.
it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
we
you're
had-
Amazing.
We had the first kill of the season on Dexter's killed John Brotherton.
Yes.
And they asked him before he did this, are you claustrophobic? So did they ask you any questions? Are you scared of heights? You know, before you got the role, did they make sure? Because they were kind of making sure he was going to be okay with it.
Well, I don't really think there definitely wouldn't be a claustrophobia issue with what I
But
did
the heights,
because
maybe.
yeah, I mean,
they didn't ask anything like that.
they made sure I was comfortable. I think if I, the audition scene had it in there, so I think that if a person was uncomfortable, they probably would have said something. I hope. No, you really can't be scared of heights.
Yeah.
And do that, I guess.
Right.
But maybe it would help.
How high
acting.
were you? How high?
It was high. I don't know, but it was cool. I mean, I just remember though being up there and being really hungry, and then there was like somebody was eating something, and the smells were wafting. And all I could think about was food, and then they'd be like, "Okay, we need to shoot." So I had to sort of switch. So that was the biggest problem, was I was hungry.
Oh,
yeah.
We've heard craft services are excellent. Did you enjoy the excellent craft services?
I did.
Wonderful.
I did. Well, yeah, I did. I didn't really eat that much because I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was difficult, but the craft service was great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What about some Facebook
We
questions?
have a ton of Facebook questions.
Facebook questions. Facebook.com.
Thank you so much.
Stupid for Dexter.
Yes.
What? Oh yeah.
How
Jim
is
has a
that
question.
neck thing done?
Oh, Jim
Oh.
wants to
The
know
neck thing. How was
It
the
was there,
neck
but
thing
the spikes
done?
weren't. That was all me. Like I just went into it. It didn't pull back or anything.
Oh, you mean when the wire?
They weren't actually choking me.
No, but it was like a blood patch or what?
Oh yeah. Every single wherever you saw like the leather straps, there was blood hookups to each one, so they would just have it squirt a little bit more each time.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looked great.
How many takes did you do?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
A lot.
So it was definitely more than one, though, so there was cleanup and...
Yeah, but they would start with a little bit and then go more because we would have the fall without some of the blood. I honestly, I don't remember. I kind of like blacked it out.
How did you initially? Was it just through your agent got you the audition?
Yeah, I just went and was like, great.
Questions from the chat room. John Dimitri, not the chat room, from
He
Facebook.
had a bunch
He
of
has a
them.
ton of questions.
Yes.
Yay, John.
Have you ever died on screen before? That's a good one.
Yeah, I died twice. Well, actually, I died right before this, and then I died in an episode of Criminal Minds. I shot it 2 weeks later.
Ah.
So it was kind of cool because I was really good at taking off the fake blood.
Right.
So that was good. Yeah.
Let's see. A lot of these questions were already asked. Did you have to hold up your arms yourself? Did the contraption hold up your arms, or do you have to hold them up on your own?
They held it up
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
That's a good thing. Ooh.
Were the locusts CGI? I'm going to say yes, they were CGI.
Yeah, but they were, but they had some
Oh, yeah?
in there, but I didn't see it because at that point they got me down.
Right, yeah.
They like little animal wranglers with
Yeah,
the
but they
locusts.
had locusts. I mean, not as many as there was. It looked great though. It looked really real.
They were creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Absolutely.
This one you probably can't answer. I'm going to ask anyway. Zari Ali asked, were you given any specific instructions not to acknowledge Professor Gellar?
No, you know what? I was going to say that I have no.
Okay.
That
Oh,
was
interesting.
I don't.
All right.
I was actually. I've been
Interesting.
reading.
Look at this. You're not going to get this at any other fan. No, I think we're the only fan show.
I've been hearing this as well that he's a figment. I don't know if there was. It was a really good, well-kept secret.
Right. They didn't even tell the actors.
It is amazing though because you don't look at him at all,
Well,
and
I mean, yeah, no, I don't. But I kind of, I'm trying to. I don't.
he like touches your head or something.
Well, that was just because he's creepy.
Creepy.
So you can't look at him.
okay.
But he did actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's real. That's what I think. But I don't know. I don't have that information.
No, this is insider information.
No, I
that
don't actually have the information. He could not be real. But I
No,
think
but the fact that they didn't
They
tell
didn't
you
say anything.
But that doesn't
though.
mean anything because honestly, when you bring in day
it
players,
would probably be smart not to tell
yeah,
me.
they don't tell you. You
No,
got
I
it.
wouldn't tell. But
No, but I mean, but they do that.
after working on Lost, you can't tell anything.
It's really interesting, but yeah, I mean, when you're a day player, they're certainly not going to go. By the way, here's the biggest part of our plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know you. You're on set for a couple days, and that's it.
Still, we've been studying the scene
Yeah.
where you're waiting on the table and kind of chatting with Colin
I
Hanks,
don't
and we're
know
like,
that.
is she looking at him?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if I looked at him in certain takes or not. But
Well, that was like another thing that you wanted to ask that someone else on that Facebook page with the wire, right?
wire?
Didn't someone ask
No.
about the wire? Yeah.
Oh, who tripped the wire? Well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that because you were up. That was an edit.
That was an edit, but it was the woman
It's
with
supposed to
the
be the
short.
woman, right?
The cop.
Yeah, the cop.
Okay.
Yeah, the cop supposedly. But again, I replayed it, and you almost see this other leg go in front of her leg. But then that's just me being too crazy and like, oh wait a minute.
Because someone on the
Yeah.
Facebook page is like,
the Facebook page actually asked
is
that
it
as well.
Deb or the cop? And
Yeah.
I was like, gosh,
it wasn't
I'd be
Deb.
Deb, yeah.
It wasn't.
Tracy Shoot Austin asks, are you friends with him on the show, or did you make any friends on the show? Are you hanging out with people?
No, but
Yeah.
they were all really nice.
Yeah, I gotta explain here's how LA works. Like, I'll be on shows for a year or two, and you literally don't see those people again as soon as the show's over, right? I mean, that's just sort of LA. It's sort of like, hey, great working with you for 3 years, and then you move on.
Yeah.
It just is. LA is very much like that.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let's
Sad.
see. Anything else from the chat room? Hold on. Elaine's been sending me some chat room questions. No, same questions. Who tripped the wire? How was Colin Hanks kissing? Asked Zonkos.
Great.
It's acting, people. It's just acting.
It was perfect.
Zonkos, by the way, recognized you as soon as you came on the show. He immediately wrote in all caps, "Lost."
Yes.
You want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I did it. I did I did a web series for Lost in 2006, a really long time ago. But the fans for Lost are just so great and hardcore, and yeah, it was really fun. It was super underground, and I couldn't tell anyone, and I had to sign
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of papers and stuff. So
It was
yeah.
and it was a web series.
yeah, it was an ARG,
Okay.
which is an alternate reality
Right,
game.
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, you were part of the Comic-Con thing too, right?
Yeah, and so I had to go to Comic-Con and go in character and scream at them, and yeah, Comic-Con is awesome.
I know, right?
Yes.
It's
yeah,
so fun.
So I really want to go back one day
Yeah.
for something else. But
Yeah.
that was cool. Thank you for recognizing that.
Yeah, that was
person.
Zonkos. A huge
Very
Lost
nice.
fan, and he's in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fans know what's up.
Yep.
Yes.
Dead Pixel Live has questions, but there's all these URL removed, so I don't know what he's trying to ask.
Oh,
Sad for Mike not making URL removed. What?
You can include the URLs.
Yeah.
No URLs.
No
URLs.
Skype? You could Skype in and ask questions.
Yes,
Skype
you could
for chat.
Skype.
Yeah, we
Ask
never
Miss
get
Jane
that
for
anymore.
phone.
I
We used to get him audio.
Yeah.
Dead Pixel Live used to call in.
Well, you didn't get to meet Mo's deaf.
No, I
wasn't in the
didn't. I
scene.
really wish I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd like run into him in the makeup trailer or something, but
Oh,
it's probably better that I didn't, because I probably would have totally geeked out. Yeah.
Or he's changed his name to Yassine Bey.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Well, that's his, Yeah,
the-
I don't know. I'm
there's
such
a bunch
huge
of
fan, I
different-
can't say it.
I
I just
know.
love him.
I saw that
So-
on the Colbert Report.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking earlier, so you started watching Dexter now.
Yes.
Right? You got more into it because of this.
Yeah, I mean, I would have watched it. I just never had Showtime, and I had seen a little bit of the first season, but I had seen the censored version on
Oh, boo.
whatever they were playing it on at the time, so I didn't really get as into it. And then I got the part, and then I started backwards, and I just love the show. I think it's awesome.
So where are you right now and you're watching?
Well, I'm on season 4 because I was told that that's the best. So
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, good girl. You've done very well.
That season.
Yeah.
That
So-
season.
Are you in? Where?
I
in
literally just started because I watched some of season 1. I'm like all over the place, but I'm caught up on the current season.
You're in a very
that's
good
Well, let
place.
me ask you this
though.
then. Going into this, since you weren't a huge Dexter fan, so you did this part, it was pretty cool, and, obviously, the Angel thing was pretty interesting. Now you're watching the show, do you see sort of how iconic this is sort of, do you feel that right now?
Yes, and I'm glad that I actually didn't watch it before I went on set because I think I really would have been just.
Because this was, I think this will be
Really
remembered as one of the
geeky.
iconic moments of the series.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, without a doubt.
I love. Yeah, it was great. I don't-
You are part of Dexter
Have
history.
you been recognized by any Dexter fans? Because they are crazy. There's like 10 million of them on
No.
Facebook. Well, you might now because we've given away
Yeah.
your
They're
name.
crazy
I'm not on
cool.
Facebook.
You're not on Facebook.
I'm not on
Because
Facebook.
that's why I try to find you, because we have a common friend, Seth, and I'm like, oh, I'll just get, why are you not friends with what? And then I had to email Seth to get your email because I didn't have it anymore. Because I think originally we talked through MySpace probably.
I know.
That
I think
long
we
ago.
did talk through
Probably, yeah.
MySpace. Oh my gosh.
It was that long ago.
Wow.
You're not on Twitter or Facebook.
No.
You don't do your self-promotion.
No, I guess not.
All right.
And that's okay.
We'll talk about you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Keep you out? Oh,
Apparently, have you checked the web? There are tons of sites with your love scene posted.
Oh, well, that's very sweet.
That wasn't the iconic part, people.
No, the
I
angel
know.
people, come on.
Angel.
This is our fans in the gutter. We apologize.
Oh, man.
Pervs.
Well, thank you so much.
you
It
guys.
was
Oh,
lovely
such
having
a
you.
blast.
Call in. Hold on.
Oh, somebody. Hold on.
I did say that. I said, man, he never calls in anymore. And now he wants to
He might
call
be
in.
calling in.
No, he
Hold on.
wants to call in.
Elaine's running the Skype thing.
New Zealand.
Let's give him a second here.
No, I think he's from here,
from?
isn't? Or
Dead
the
Pixel Live?
U.S.
Dead
somewhere.
Pixel is.
Maryland, East
Yeah,
Coast.
I thought
I think
Maryland.
so. Yeah.
East Coast.
Hold on, he's calling in, people.
No fun.
You guys have quite the setup here. It's amazing.
Right?
Well, thank you. Our beautiful kill room.
It really it's it really does look like a kill room.
Oh, thanks.
We try.
We've had people on the show watching this. We had Quinn. He actually got a hold of Kat. So the people from the show, and I think Michael C. Hall, they know about this show.
Yes. There was an episode back in the day where Quinn, you see his took us for about 2 seconds, and it was very white.
And I couldn't get over it. I was like, it's so white.
Oh my God.
And then,
Such a pale butt.
yeah.
And so he emailed me being like, hey, I heard that I have a pale ass.
It's just because the rest of him is so tan.
Yes.
I mean.
He is quite tan, but
And
it
I'm
was
glad he
very,
wears
very
something
nice.
over his butt when he's tanning.
It's good protection.
I don't think he's that tan in real life. I think a lot of it's makeup. I don't know.
I think they tanned his body or something for that
Yeah.
episode
wonder
when
if
he
he gets
was
mystic tan.
naked. He might get sprayed.
Okay,
Right.
let's take
Very
it. Dead
attractive.
Pixel way too long. Oh, he's in. All right, let's.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Are you
Dead
there,
I
sir?
should be
Pixel.
looking somewhere for her.
Hello?
Whoa. Hey. How are ya?
Hello, Lost Lady. Hello, Cat. Hello, Mandy.
Hi.
Hello, Rolf, the piano-playing dog from the Muppets.
Oh.
I'm usually
He's,
called. I'm
just-
usually called Gonzo.
Oh.
People usually think I look like Gonzo. Muppets. I'm
really?
like,
Okay.
Sure.
That was an easy go-to one. I'm a little better than that.
I like Ralph. I like Ralph. That's very nice.
It's so like the perfect strangers, man. That killed me. Larry.
What's your question?
I have a question for the Angel Lady.
Miss Jamie.
I like the angel lady.
Yes.
Now that she has basically confirmed that Edward James Olmos is not real, thank
What?
you very much.
How did she confirm that?
Wait.
Look,
think he
don't
is
try to
real.
spoil it for me. You guys can go wherever you want to go.
But
far as I'm
she
concerned.
she kind of confirmed the opposite without actually. She wasn't told anything actually. So she didn't
That's
confirm
what the
anything.
man wants you to believe.
Oh, I see. Reverse psychology.
She goes
They knew
around
she was
on
going to come on our
podcasts
show.
and shows saying,
Yeah.
"Oh no, he's definitely real." Yeah. Okay.
I see what you're
All
doing,
right, so what's
Jamie.
your question?
My question is, when you were acting against Colin Hanks, did your character know that he was? How did your character see his character? Because everybody else could see that guy was creepy from the get-go.
Adorable.
But you, at the one date, you're like, "Hey, let's go upstairs."
I mean, the idea was that she would see him a lot at the cafe or at work or
And flirt. And
yes, and so she had her eye on him for a while.
Did they give you that backstory?
Yeah, a little bit. I just sort of.
Yeah.
They said it in that. I think they said it in
Yeah,
the
they said
episode.
that and she knows him by first name, and
Right.
she's a nickname for him. So I'm assuming
Yep.
there's a little bit more there. I don't know. I think when he's not being creepy, he's cute. So there you go.
When he's not being creepy, he's cute.
Yeah.
So regular turned lover turned, oh no, angel, no, God. Yeah.
All right, what else you got for us, Dead Pixel?
Where can we see her next, and will she be dying in that also?
No, I'm shooting, actually, I start shooting private practice tomorrow and next week, and I will not be dead in that, but I'm not sure when it will air. It's the 10th episode of the season.
Ooh.
When did you do Dexter? How long before you filmed it?
I
and
shot
aired?
it in July.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So it aired late October.
Yeah.
So a while. Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right.
Very
Any other
cool.
questions?
No, that's more than enough. And one more thing.
Yeah.
That's not a good question. I'm sorry. I was going to ask about Edward James Olmos, but
I know.
never mind.
I know. I have a question. You know what? Dead
right.
Pixel Live. I have a question too about it, but I don't want anything to get ruined, and you won't because you weren't told. But at the same time, I do have this question, and it's like,
Okay.
I don't know if I should ask
But
it.
Jamie's right.
What's?
All right. Here's a spoiler alert right now. There may be a spoiler in the question.
Spoiler alert!
So
Spoiler
fast
alert!
forward
Spoiler alert!
2 minutes right now. Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Mandy.
maybe Dead Pixel Live can ask his first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm hanging up now. I'm not getting in trouble.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Bye then. Thank you so much, 10 Pixel Live.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right, go ahead, ask your question, and fast forward now.
Okay, spoiler alert. Okay.
Probably, but it's not really because she honestly doesn't have every script of the season.
In the cafe. Why didn't Edward James Olmos, Professor Gellar, have anything to drink, or there was nothing in front of him?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I really don't know. So
Oh, that's so
I'm assuming maybe he wasn't thirsty. I don't know.
That's a very good question because that's the main thing that everybody keeps pointing to is that scene.
Yeah.
And again, normally the director and producers wouldn't tell you anyway. They would not. They wouldn't say. You know. They would play to Colin.
I'm waiting to find out, just like you guys. I don't know.
Oh, that is so cool. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it was awesome having you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think that's our show.
Absolutely.
We had an awesome time tonight.
I certainly did. I hope Jamie did. I hope you did as well, Miss Mandy.
And once again, check us out on iTunes, YouTube, Facebook. Like us. Like us on
Roku,
Facebook.
Blip. We're everywhere.
If we don't get 1,000 Facebook, we cancel.
I'm going to go back on.
Yeah.
And tune in next week. Just look at our Facebook page and we'll let you know the exact night and the exact time that we're doing the show.
That's right. And thank you so much to New Tech for our TriCaster that makes this show. Well, our crew who operates it as well. We thank them. Thank you so much, New Tech. Thank you so much, Stupid for Dexter crew. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you so much, Mandy.
Thank you to Elaine, who I've been so busy. Elaine is producing this sucker now. I walk in and I just sit down. And Jim is setting up the cameras and running the TriCaster. Travis on sound. It's a whole little family.
It is a little
It's a little family thing we have.
Affair.
Yeah, literally, it's a family over here.
Literally.
So we appreciate everybody kind of helping out for our little fun project in the streaming garage.
Thank you so much, everybody. See you next time. Woo!